I ain't seen Vince yet. What the heck? He's probably glad.
He's probably getting work done.
Yeah, a lot of good feedback on last week's episode, boy.
I know, right?
You hear me? How about blow the gasket? Blood pressure. They doubled my blood pressure medicine, but funny, the goof disappeared.
I know, right?
Oh, please. You can call me an idiot and everything else, but if you draw first blood, stand and fight. Don't retreat to Facebook. Brother done reported me. Hear me? And I told you, little George getting reported to Facebook is like telling Scott Steiner, you know, he failed the drug test. I mean, he's just going to demolish you even more.
Yeah.
No. Let me retract that. Telling my son that reporting my son to Facebook is like trying to get Scott Steiner to stop at the highway construction area with that sign. Remember that?
Yeah. All right, I'll take it back even further. Trying to get your son to stop Facebook reporting him would be like telling Gene Upshaw, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I slapped you upside the head. You know, please don't slap me in the head even harder. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love that, boy. Oh, I love that. Raider Nation, buddy.
Exactly.
That's what this. Michael Lee is a Raider Nation right here.
All right.
Bunch of rejects.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Leadership Dad
Yes.
Network. You wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Bullet, my weekend was unbelievable. I'd like to welcome all of the fans to our annual Slamboree WCW show. We've got Mike Lee returning. He's our guest. He doesn't want to be sorry. That's the only legend that we could find is Mike Lee at the Slamboree. Okay, and we don't even offer a free breakfast or a free dinner, but they did give a nice shirt out. But anyway, thank everybody, Bullet. What an unbelievable week we had. Thank everybody for the great positive comments that think that I need to be in a straitjacket after our idiot. And I loved your post, Bullet, even though we was like at 170 or something. He will probably carry us over to like 200.
Yeah.
He was such an idiot. But anyway, it's funny, when you call him out, I ain't heard nothing else from the guy. And I had even found out later, and I'll add this to our show, and then I'm going to move on, because this ain't even the Idiot of the Week segment, is naturally he was an outlaw wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Just once, I wished like a banker would insult me. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
somebody's done something with their life.
with some credibility. I mean,
somebody who has a savings account.
Exactly, Bullet. Why is it always outlaw wrestlers that dislike me? Can't it be like, let a Carolina Panther that lives in a $100 million home, like, get mad at something I say.
Or an executive at Home Depot.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Even a manager of Walmart I'll accept, okay? I just can't get out of that rut of making outlaw wrestlers mad, Bullet. But anyway, even
working Red Ventures, you know what I'm saying? Like just being a telemarketer. You know?
Even Carnival people don't get mad at me, Bullet. It's always that little rut. But anyway, I'm hoping to get out of it. I do want to tell our fans. A lot of them had a lot of afterwards. Of course, July 4th, there was no. I don't know all the details, but there was no wrestling at the Faith, North Carolina Fair this year. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. I'm not saying nothing. But anyway, first time.
Allegedly? I don't know.
Allegedly.
Something's allegedly going on. Maybe we need to throw it on there. Just in case it's something serious we don't know about.
Exactly right.
We don't know what it is. So might as well just say allegedly something's going on.
Allegedly, maybe people got tired of not watching wrestling when wrestling was there. I don't know. That's allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. All I know is it wasn't there. And I hate it. I've been there going there for a long, long time. All the way back to when Ricky Steamboat Jr. started training. Some of his first matches was there. A lot of our students' first matches. Of course, they had, I guess it proved what me and you been saying, that there is life after wrestling because the carnival went on without it. And actually, I think it was better. But that's just allegedly my opinion.
Carnival got a real job.
Yeah. But thank everybody, Bull. I want to thank, of course, Jay Eagle and his company, APW, this past Saturday. Of course, I went down, met some of his students, sold them a canvas. So that always makes things a whole lot better. Even actually sold a book just because I told him. And I didn't lie. Jay Eagle is actually in that book. And that's why one of the people bought it. But I enjoyed it.
That book. I told you that.
He sure does. That's right. So I enjoyed going. Nice little building down there. Just it was fun for me. Of course, they got some of the best hot dogs. That's not part of it. I eat ROs on the way down, and then I eat hot dogs when I get there. So just a lot of stuff going on in the wrestling world. Bullet. Thank everybody. I put a brand new thing up, brand new case of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle books are headed this way. I did. Oh, here's one I add real quick. Your other co-host, Joe Duke, Zane Riley, actually was at Jay Eagle Show with me. So I kind of filled him in, hoping that you and him will actually review that famous movie that I rented.
Wrestlers versus Zombies?
Yes. Yes, and he had never seen it either. So either after my explanation of this whole thing, either got him can't wait to review it with you, or he never wants to review it. One or the other.
One or the other.
But
one or the other.
I think I pulled him in when I told him about Hacksaw Duggan getting eaten by a zombie and turned into a zombie. And of course that wasn't the best part. The best part's when Kurt Angle, brother, he fired up. I mean, Kurt Angle, they've been getting some heat up on him, about 8 zombies. And finally Kurt Angle, it was like that early TNA fire that he had. Maybe even driving a milk truck WWE fire.
Okay.
But anyway, he said, come on, I'm tired of running. And so, perfectly, the zombies fed him one at a time. They didn't rush him. They didn't rush him. They fed him, not like these outlaws do nowadays. They rush you all at one time. But they fed him one at a time. He did all of his finishes. That was the best part of the movie.
One at a time, like extras to WWE.
Oh, I used to love them extras. I made a few bucks on that. But anyway, a lot going on, boy. You got a lot. I should be holding your book. You got a lot going on today, matter of fact.
Yeah, just today I got the 180 seconds tonight. That's why I'm glad we're recording this early, so I can get over the Comedy Zone and do that. Then we get the roast of Jordan Scott Huggins at the Muse tonight, so I'll be double shotting there. Maybe triple shotting it, making it over to Jackalope Jacks. I don't know. I'm going to try to do that, so maybe 3 in one night tonight. And then tomorrow we record How Did This Get Booked? Me and Zane Riley. We're reviewing the UWF Beach Brawl.
I remember that.
And then after that, it's Rodman Down Under.
Oh.
And we're recording that next week. And then this weekend, I'm on Friday at Fight Professional Wrestling. Then Saturday is Niles, Ohio for Northeast Wrestling. And also, too, on Thursday, I think there's an open mic that just started in Pineville. So I'll be down there in Pineville this weekend doing an open mic. So.
Now, last week you did
did Bonkers at Hilton. First night was a little rough for me. Did pretty well the second night, but got to hang out with Carlos Valencia, a local comedian who I love dearly. He is so good. I got to see a headlight instead of him and just kind of learn from him and get to hang out with him. That's one of the nice things. I don't have to like tear down a ring, tear down cameras, a light trestle. As soon as it's over, I can just walk away.
Oh, I love that.
And then
like everybody else does us.
Yeah, and then hang out with the other people. You know what I'm saying?
Like
the other performers. Which is something I never got to do in professional wrestling, which I always wanted to do and should have done, so that way people could be nice to me and help me out, as opposed to be known as the crusty butthole. So like, yeah, so that I get to do that. I get to hang out with Carlos and get to just talk comedy wrestling.
Right along the same lines of crusty butthole, I have officially invited myself to Bullet Jake Manning versus John Schuyler. Career, it's on the line.
Title, July 24th here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
So that's either going to be my best match or my last match. You take your pick.
I don't want to I said this every week, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you, but there is a lot of underprivileged little kids in Charlotte, North Carolina that support Bullet Mania. And they have no money, but they get to come to see wrestling when I put on these little free events. You're one of their favorites. If something happens in this match and Bullet loses, I hate to be the one, may take John Schuyler with me to tell these kids there is no Bullet Jake Manning at the flea market, at Freedom Christian Center anymore, even the famous Without a Ring. How in the heck would I have done? I can do a show without a ring. I can't do a show without Bullet Jake Manning. Not to put any pressure on you. Okay? Not to put any pressure on. The best thing, not to rehash anything that was famous, not to put a hint out there, over 2,000 views on George South Without the Mat, but the most famous thing for me that I still laugh about this day is when I pulled up after trying to get the truck, the truck's broke down on 85, my gear's still locked up. When I pulled in, Bullet Jake Manning, as a testitude to your ability, you were already dressed. I mean, you knew, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else kind of waiting for George to say.
Everybody's like, show's getting canceled. Yeah, definitely cancel the show. Let's just hang out. I'm like, no, we're not canceling the show. You do realize we're wrestling in that grass over there.
Oh, yes. Oh, boy. That will live on long after someone's peed on my grave. That will live on forever. And I want to appreciate, and I just want to put this call out to John Schuyler. Would he be the one to destroy all of those memories? And he may be. But that's to be soon to find out. Exactly. I will be there with my popcorn and a pizza. That is, if Brian, the owner of PWX, buys some, and I can hook a piece. But anyway, I'll be there cheering you on. Okay, very good. So anyway, a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. Anything else for? I do have an idiot of the week, a real quick one.
Let's put it in
Yes.
there.
Even though the one from last week will probably carry on. His
head's popping out right now. But we're going to put him back down in there,
exactly,
so.
exactly. Because he's still there. We're just going to throw these two on top of it.
All the idiots are still in here.
All of them. Yes, you can't escape.
I just don't know what order you were put in there, so I have no idea what episode.
Yes.
I have no clue.
I
have
ain't
no
gonna touch
clue.
it.
I have no clue who's 27,
Yeah.
68, or 112 in there. I have no clue.
And the reason, well, that's just a whole nother episode, but someone actually wrote in and asked you what episode was they throwed in here. Like, that's all you got to do. Listen, like I said, once you're thrown in, Lord, we try to forget you. We try to forget you before we throw you in here, okay?
If there's a maniac fan out there that wants to do a database of all of the idiots that we put in this bag, go to it.
Please, Lord.
All the best I may give you is, I don't know, a retweet,
yeah.
a like, and put your link on my website. That's all I can promise you. Somebody wants to go to the trouble of looking back at every one of the idiots we put in the idiot bag and make a database, Excel sheet, whatever. Go right ahead. More power to you.
Because you don't have, like, nothing else to do, Bullet. I mean, please. I mean, what the heck? But anyway, with all that being said, everybody knows this was very... It's kind of comical in a way, but it's kind of sad too. Everybody knows up in West Virginia where we've been a lot. You know, they've had tremendous amount of flooding going on up there in West Virginia, Bullet. And those people need our prayers. They need a lot of relief. But anyway, 2 women was arrested. I don't know if you saw it. It's been all over CNN, EN, EWA, all kind of news. 2 women were actually arrested for impersonating flooding victims. In other words, I know. How do you even impersonate a flooding victim?
Well, it seems like you just get a garden hose and you soak yourself.
These 2 women, I swear to you, they live there now. And this is what's sad is, the headlines grab me, Bullet, because I guess they put their name in the list to receive stuff. Is how they got caught. You know, when you was dropping on materials and water and stuff, toilet paper was dropped off, they actually didn't need it. Now, okay, I don't know how they were distinguished between the 2, but anyway, these 2 ladies, which I thought was kind of comical. If you're going to impersonate somebody, I don't know if that's it, Bullet, okay? No. But anyway, how do you impersonate a flooding victim? But
they got a garden hose. That's all you need.
But they got caught, Bullet, and so justice was served. They had to give back all the stuff. Very NWA wrestlers back in the day when I told you we had that place in Fayetteville that hooked us up, the gas station, all the free food and free gas. Of course, next day Sandy Scott made us take it all back. But that's a whole nother story. That's a true story, too. Anyway, these 2 ladies that was impersonating flooding victims in West Virginia, Bullet, what the heck are you thinking, ladies? Okay, please. Just get in the wrestling business, okay? What's the difference, Bullet? Anyway, there we go. Very good. So, anyway, I'm happy, Bullet. So, you got a lot going on. Anything else real quick before we get off here?
No, I just want to say I'm in the middle. You might appreciate this. I'm in the middle of compiling a best of DVD where basically I am just wrestling people who have had TV time, and it will be the only best of in existence where I lose every one of the matches. I don't win any of them whatsoever. None of the matches I win. They're all losses.
I love that.
On the charts, there may be a draw in there. I don't know, but as of right now, I win none of them. So I will have the only best of ever where I win none of the matches. So it'll be very much like the George South book. Yes. In the sense that instead of mentioning people's names in here, I'm just going to have a match I had where I put you over. So, like that, instead of writing a book, I'm going to make a DVD set.
Now, boy, I don't need... Now, if the action figure comes out, I'm going to start crying because you're not giving us a hint to... future plans with this match of John Schuyler coming up. I mean, if you're releasing, I'm not trying to get sad here, but if the DVD and the match, I'm getting very sentimental. I'm telling you,
getting right up there. You know, like I'm doing a career retrospective, which if you're hoping for me to be around, that doesn't bode well for that. So, like, keep that in mind.
If you expect his DVDs to be in Walmart 20 years from now, forget it. You better get it now.
Yeah.
Right, Bullet? But what you can't get in Walmart, but you can get a bunch of places is...
the second greatest book of all time. But one most notable place you can get it is High Spots, which is available online. And for more information about me and George are doing on the weekend, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning.
Good show.
This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
I had to find my revolt button. Okay, I'm good. very good. Thank you. Yeah, if an action figure comes out in the 2-pack with the DVD, then I'm gonna be scared to death in that match, boy. I tell you. Oh, if it's back in the 50s when the camper's behind the car, when the wrestlers used to do a loser leave town, if your camper's already attached to the truck, then we know something.